Hi there, it's Richard Bromwell here from Charterhouse Auctioneers in Sherborne, and we're going to do a bit of a walk and a talk through our classic and vintage motorcycle auction coming up at the wonderful Haynes Motor Museum in Sparkford on Thursday the 9th of October. Now we're starting off with the word bike because a couple of lots here which have been consigned to us from the Science Museum group. It's the 1865 Michaud Velocipede or Sapede, the bone shaker here, the lesser spotted bone shaker, and obviously you would be rattled about if you rode that down the road. Value on that, a lot of interest in France, as you'd imagine. Value on this around about £2,500 to £3,000. Also a bit of fun and ideal to either go racing on down the road or actually hung up on your wall in your barn. We've got a couple of ordinary bicycles which are more popularly known as the penny farthings, and they're in at about £1,500 each. But now on to the bikes with engines. Here we go. First up, the Rudge Multi. Here we go. It's a 500cc 1912 bike. Beautiful restoration on that. Value on the Rudge Multi around about the £20,000, closely followed by 1925 BSA. This is a G25 Deluxe, again from the same ownership. Here we go, up near Bath, I think these ones are. The value on that round about the £10,000. Now we're still in the pre-war section. In the 1937, the Matchless Model X. We've got a lot of large V-twin engines actually in this auction, haven't we? It's wonderful to see them here. And the value on the Matchless, the Model X, is around about the £35,000 to £40,000. Moving post-war now, and this is making a rare appearance at one of our auctions. It's a 1952 Nimbus Model C. Yep, they're Danish, a little bit different, a little bit quirky. We like anything Danish. And the value on this one around about the £3,000 to £4,000, and the proceeds of sale being very kindly donated by the owner to Médecins Sans Frontières. Now back to the British bikes here. We've got a brace of Vincents here. They're both 1955. First up is the Black Knight, come up from a client down in on the Devon and Cornwall border. And the value on that round about the £40,000. Still great to see. And of course they probably did Vincent in, didn't they? Really thinking about it, I think they made about 200 of them, and I think it was they lost money on every single one of them. Also from the same vintage as the Rapide. Here we go. This it's a Rapide Series D, again 1955. Not been run for some time, but it is matching numbers, valued around about the £20,000. Now on to an icon of British bikes, certainly for me anyhow. It's a 1962 Triumph Bonneville T120. It's a UK bike. It's a matching numbers bike. Wonderful restoration. Probably one of the best you will ever see. And it's estimated accordingly at £8,000 to £10,000. So if that was a rocker, we've now got a mod. We've got a 1963 Lambretta. It's an LI 125 but it's been changed to a 175 engine. Value on that, have some fun on it, around about the £3,000 to £4,000. Coming up now, we've got the 1963 Triton, the 6T650, and those of you who know me know that I cannot build bikes. I love them a lot, I can tell you all about them, but I cannot actually build them. And if I did, it certainly wouldn't appear on the front of classic bike magazines such as this one here. Custom bike, front cover, wonderful Triton, here we go. The best you'll ever see. It's in green, green's the colour of money, and that's estimated about £10,000, and sadly only for sale due to poor health. We've now got a little trio of racing bikes. Here we go. First up, we got the 1964, the Sealy Gold Star 500. We've also got the 1966 Ducati 250, and also from 1966, a slightly larger Ducati. This time it's the 350. Now, as another race-type bike, this is the 1966 Triumph Rickman Matisse 500 Mark III. Quite an interesting bike, this. This was originally owned by Bud Eadkins. Here we go. And as we all know, he was a great friend and buddy of Steve McQueen. And we've got some interesting history that could possibly tie this bike in with Steve McQueen. Beautiful restoration. It does have a few unusual points on it, which we're still trying to research. And the value on that with the Bud Eadkins importing and there's possibly the Steve McQueen connection, value on that round about the £14,000 to £15,000. Now moving through to the 1970s, we've got the 1971 a BSA Rocket 3. It's a Mark II, and this is closely followed by really the start of the Japanese domination, really, the killing off of a lot of the British bikes as we know them. The 1974 Kawasaki Z1A. It's a 900. This is beautiful restoration here, using all basically new old stock, a very, very faithful restoration on it here. The value on that round about the £12,000. Another restoration, and probably one of the nicest restored Honda GL 1000 Goldwings you will ever see is this one here. It's from 1976. It's been owned by the vendor for about 45 years, so he bought it about 1980. And he's an engineer, and as you'd expect from a top flight engineer, this is absolutely spot on. On through to the 1980s, which I remember very, very well, and well, in part anyhow. And we're going a little bit quirky here, and we've got a 1980 Quasar. It's a Mark II. Elizabeth is modelling the bike for us here at our Charterhouse World Headquarters in our Sherborne sale rooms here. And yes, this was ridden into our sale rooms, and he had a big smile on his face. It's the early Quasars. They had the Reliant engine. This one actually has a Suzuki 850 and value at around about £6,000 to £8,000. So if you want a conversation piece and want to get people talking, this is going to be for you. On through now to my sort of teens, we've got the 1980 Suzuki TS185, lovely restoration on that. It's been a show winner and really sensibly estimated about the £1,500 to £2,000, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of admirers there. And also now from 1980, the Yamaha, the Fizzy here, the FS1E. Another nicely restored bike here, and round about the £4,000 to £5,000. And lastly now, one of the more modern bikes. It's a Brus Superior. Yeah, it's a 27 Brus Superior, the SS100 here, from a client up near Bath. And this one up, well, how much were they new? Were they about £80,000 or £90,000? I think, well, maybe they were more. Anyhow, they certainly wanted my price range when I was back in 2017. And this one is sensibly estimated around about the £30,000. So there's a bit of a walk and a talk through our classic and vintage motorcycle coming up on the 9th of October.